Welcome to MH Consultants Breakfast Banter. And today we are super excited because this is our 42nd episode and the final episode for season 4. Ron, it's been such a long journey.
Who's M&H, by the way?
Oh, yes. M&H, I think everybody knows us by now. Or are we just being too arrogant about it?
Maybe it'll be a little bit arrogant, but you could remind
Okay, so M is me, Menon, and here is Ron, who's Howard, so MH Consultants. And that's easy enough, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
So season 4 has had us, on such a fantastic roller coaster, meeting different kinds of people, entrepreneurs, heads of companies, artists, and all kinds of professionals. And I think we should do a quick recap on who all has been on our season 4, right?
Go ahead then, Anita, if you can remember.
I remember them all, I do. But it's also for you to remember them, right?
I'm trying, okay.
Okay, so the first 2 episodes were dedicated to an international marketing consultant who gave us a lot of great advice on how to market a global product locally.
Oh, that was my nephew, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes.
And then we had Ron give us 2 great episodes on how a salaried person can invest, safely.
Safely, without too much risk, yes.
And Dr. Abdul Hassan Al-Dairi came onto our podcast and kind of gave us a lot of interesting advice on how SMEs can find support in the country.
And we've had quite a lot of young and dynamic entrepreneurs, haven't we?
Yes.
Explaining their models of business. We had this Tai Chi master, remember him?
Yes.
Who gave us lessons in balancing our energies. And I think there's a video of us doing exactly that, isn't there?
That was fun.
Yes. Yes, it was fun. Yes. A young 24-year-old, I think he was.
I think he's 21.
Something between there, anyway, 21 and 24, talking about blockchain and Web3.
Yeah.
At the beginning of that episode, I didn't have a clue what Web3 was.
Yes. And after that episode, we were so well versed with around Web3 terminology.
He explained that very well, didn't he?
Yes.
We had a coffee entrepreneur who explained to us how yoga helps him manage a good work-life balance. Unfortunately, I'm not really into coffee, but I think you tried it.
Yes. And we also had a partner of a leading strategic consulting firm join us and give us advice on how SMEs can take help of such consulting firms to do better and to raise funds.
Quite a journey.
Absolutely.
But we're going to end up on a very high note, aren't we?
Absolutely.
With a very special guest from the world of
painting and artistry and sculpting
creativity.
And a lot of things, yes. So today's guest is super duper special. He's got a lot of personalities in him. He's done a lot of stuff in his 20-year, career. He's an interior designer, he's an architect, he's a painter, he's a poet, he's a sculptor, and he's also an entrepreneur. And that is why we thought it was just absolutely imperative that he be on our podcast today as we air our final episode.
Yes, we better introduce him then.
Yes. So welcome Sudeep Deshpande. He's somebody I know for some time now, and we've crossed paths at work, doing various painting exhibitions. And I think that he's a multifaceted personality with a lot to, give to the world.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a lovely introduction.
Wonderful, wasn't it?
It was fantastic.
And I think every bit deserving. So welcome Sudeep. This is our humble studio and this is our final podcast for season 4. Before we just jump into
You're forgetting something?
In
fact, you have forgot something.
Yeah, so it's not there.
Measly breakfast today, isn't it?
Yeah, we're all on what? Intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing like that.
Maybe the food will appear sometime during this pod.
It will. Be certain of it. Yes, definitely.
Anyway. I usually ask what's for breakfast and eat it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's nothing to ask this time.
Not for now, but in a bit. So Sudeep, welcome.
Yes.
And before we head into the thick of things and get into the integrity of what you do, just a short background of who you are, where you come from, how did you land up in this country, and so on and so forth.
Sure. First of all, thank you so much for this lovely interaction, and it's really nice of you to uh, attend me or get me an opportunity to talk about myself. Well, I come from a family of artists back in from India, in Maharashtra, uh, and so my upbringing has been with art, where my father was a sculptor and a painter. My mother is a musician. So this has been in my environment. This has been in my space, so to speak, and this led me to really look forward to designing spaces to begin with. That was my first. Uh, that was my first approach towards art or design in particular. So I was always looking forward to get into design and architecture, and that's what happened. I did my graduation in architecture, and since the time I've been practicing design. It's been 20 years that I've been practicing consistently with not just with architecture, but all sorts of design aspects, be it interior design and landscape, uh, on my professional front and my career front. But also similarly, at the same time and parallelly, I think my art and my journey of art has been consistently moving together with my design as a career, and which my art also becoming as a part of my career. So that has been my overall
Right.
graph so
So
far.
I think that's the best introduction you've ever given a guest.
I guess I think it's more personal because my art journey also started very recently, and I feel very passionate about anything to do with art these days, you know. As a marketing company, we get opportunities to hold exhibitions, and I'm so glad that our paths cross because it gives us uh, a lot of ample opportunities to come together and create
Yes.
these concepts around
Yes,
art, you know.
yes.
And the client who sponsors them also benefits from it, the art community benefits from it, and it gives me a lot of sort of sense of
I'm beginning to
content.
feel how you must have felt when we were having the podcast with this consultant from finance.
Is that how you feel right now?
Yes, because we were just talking, flowing, and
Yeah.
you were kind of lost on it. As I
Yeah.
am now. So, are you an artist first, an entrepreneur, a poet, or a sculptor?
Uh,
All of the above.
I think I see myself as a designer who is constantly in process of finding the medium of execution of my thoughts. Let me put it that way.
That's interesting.
So
Yeah. What does it mean?
it means what it means is many times you have certain thoughts and ideas,
Yeah.
and but the medium is very important for that thought to be expressed, the appropriate medium. So some of them are best expressed with colors without a dimension.
So
with
normally it's verbally, isn't
Yes.
it? For somebody like me, that expression would be verbal.
Uh-huh.
Yours is sculpting, poetry, artist.
Yes.
Exactly. So then, when I say medium of thought, it can be painting.
Right.
Sometimes that thought needs a dimension, so it can be sculpture.
Hmm.
Sometimes that thought needs to be felt and used or lived in, so that can be a space.
I'm so one-dimensional, aren't I? That my thoughts are just expressed verbally.
We should try some art with you, Ron, and see
Yeah,
where
no.
where that takes you.
We should take you to the current live art sessions that are going on, which she has supported and organized for us.
Well, I've dabbled in it with that other artist that we had on the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, maybe there's an entry there for me. Anyway, sorry,
Absolutely.
we're not interviewing me, are we?
So Sudeep, that's great. I mean, yes, like you are somebody who wants to express his thoughts, and you choose different mediums to do it.
Yes.
So there is no first asset. Depends on.
It depends on the thought.
Yes, depends on the thought.
Yeah.
Exactly. So tell us something about your company. How did you start it? You were first employed with another company,
Right.
then you moved out and started your own interior designing and architectural and landscape designing firm, right?
Right. I have been in Bahrain for the last 14 years now, from the
Okay.
year 2009 till date, and I've been working with some good companies where I got insight of design in terms of lighting, in terms of lighting design, that helped me, that supported me to sort of make myself complete as a designer. And gradually, since I was working with a company over here, then I felt maybe I should, give it a shot and come up with my own setup, come up with my own show. So I started off in 2020 with my own design firm.
That's during peak COVID.
During the COVID, yes, that was so ironic, but I mean, well, it helped me in a way. It helped me a lot because during that time, I was expecting the waiting period for the projects or for opportunities to come, and I was prepared for it. But I would say that I was well supported by people who I had been working with prior to having my own setup, and I was supported with good projects.
Straight
design
away.
projects.
As soon as you started, you got projects.
From
Were you known? Were you already known in the market?
People knew you already as this designer and architect.
looks like, because since I expressed my and started publicly expressing about my own design firm, in a span of 2 to 3 months I started getting inquiries which were good in a way. So they told me that maybe I am known, maybe they have seen my work, they have seen me.
Is there any well-known work in Bahrain that of yours that we would have seen?
I've been doing some good renovations with hotels in Jufair.
Okay.
So you can check out Hotel Boulevard.
Okay.
If I have to be specific, the sit-down cafe of the Boulevard, or you can see the Arabic lounge on the 15th floor. If I have to name some
Okay.
commercial projects, the residentials, of course, I cannot, considering the privacy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes, but and other than that, some residentials in various parts of Bahrain, be it Hamala or be it various other regions in Muharrak. So yeah, so far. But the current situation, as we all know, that the market and the whole real estate is a little gradual in terms of projects and
Yeah.
floating of projects. So we are in that phase, I feel.
So where art meets reality is that your business, although it's artistic, is there to make a profit, isn't it? It's not just there for art's sake.
No, it's. I think the profit has been consequential with art.
Okay.
So he's not chasing profits,
Wow.
but because of his work, it comes anyhow.
It has
I've never
been
heard
coming.
that before.
Well, there.
And-
It's a
and-
new perspective for you.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest about it, because I never had any module for promoting art as a commercial aspect of my activity or my profession as such. But it has been coming to me. It has been giving me opportunity to show and sell my art as well. That's why I said both these sides of my profession, they go together for
Yeah.
me.
Profit is an incidental part of it, not the main reason for it.
Profit of the art, yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, but the profit coming from your entrepreneurial activities,
yes,
you obviously chase after it, right?
of course.
Yeah. But as an artist, his paintings sell and he's
Really?
quite successful.
Do yours sell?
No, I haven't even
Why
tried.
don't Anita's?
I haven't
Why
even
don't
tried.
Anita's sell? In your professional opinion,
Well, there is no professional opinion when it comes to selling of art.
It's subjective.
What's it-
From an artist's
what's a
point
di-
of view, I
what's
mean,
a diplomatic answer?
But art is subjective, and I understand that.
it's quite subjective, I feel. I mean, we may sell, maybe I'm selling some good art last year. Maybe I may not sell for the next couple of years.
I can't
And
say.
maybe she never sold, but she may keep selling every year. So it's quite,
Let's hope.
yeah,
Let's hope,
yeah.
yeah.
I have
let's
no
hope.
intention of selling my art.
Really?
I just do that for my sort of stress management.
And that is when you start selling art.
There's no pressure in selling art. That's
So the
why.
moment you just do it for yourself,
Yeah.
it becomes, relative.
True,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, what else?
So you can pursue a life's passion and run it as a successful business. So your hobby becomes your job or your profession,
Yeah.
and there's no real link between them. It just becomes your whole life, doesn't it?
Yes.
I wish I had that.
You like numbers, don't
No,
you?
I don't. No,
No?
once the job is over, it's finished. I'm not doing accountancy for the fun of it. I'm doing it for the money from it.
From it. Yeah.
I
Uh,
really didn't have any clarity as to what I wanted to do. So when I talked to you and you said you always wanted to do it, I think your upbringing had a lot to do with that.
Yes,
right?
I think so. My and there's one more thing which I've also felt is that it is very uh, intentional, or it becomes a necessity for a designer like me when you are constantly chasing for the appropriateness of its actual presentation after it gets completed, right? So the whole process becomes very integrated. Like, even if it is a project or a commercial project where I have to float an idea of an ambience, and or even if it is for an for example, this exhibition which we are into right now with Anita, the whole idea is so very clear. The clarity of the thought was there in terms of managing the exhibition, or making the exhibition look manageable in the sense of the word,
Hmm.
by an artist's mind,
Hmm.
but
with a teamwork, of course.
is there pressure on you to continue being differently creative? Or,
No,
You
no.
have a signature style which you follow and you're
does it?
recognized by. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yes.
I can share some art once
Okay.
we get an
Yes.
opportunity.
So I think that signature style itself is the differentiation.
And that also has been very incidental, I would say, because I mean, I believe in one aspect, which is if you find something in whatever you are doing, and if you realize that what you found is something that is going to take you ahead, I need to hold on to it.
So,
With design or with art, I mean, for that matter.
so somebody's young, somebody wants to start art. How would you advise them to go about it?
I would tell them one thing which the way I conditioned myself. Like, back in the days when I used to get inclined, or this whole process had got started with me and art. And my father used to always say this, like, just draw one sketch a day, you know.
Oh,
Okay.
So you every day, in any span of the day, maybe in the morning, or just like you exercise, just make sure you spend 20 to 30 minutes drawing a sketch.
So go back to the drawing board the
Go
chance you get.
Anytime the chance you get, but make sure you have a sketch a day. And since I was very interested in it, I never really thought of the thought behind this kind of a preparation. But in the process, then I realized that every day I used to go and draw whatever I could. It has become my inherent habit of consciously and subconsciously expressing myself on paper, and which became very important, which made me very easy to express myself either on the canvas with colors, or with anything that I do. So this is one of these lessons I would like to tell all those people who begin with art, or who want to begin with art, or who want to paint or draw. So just draw every day.
So that's the discipline you cultivate.
That's the discipline you cultivate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so does it feel like, oh, it's something I have to do, but it just flows naturally that you automatically spend that 30 minutes drawing?
It becomes a habit. You automatically spend that time. Just like if you miss a day going to the gym, or if you miss a day going to whatever that you've been
same,
doing on a daily
same.
basis.
Yeah.
Something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Excellent.
So that I can understand, yeah.
Yeah, that's relatable. So how do you balance being this professional artist while managing your business? How does that go hand in hand for you?
Well, many times I will honestly say that it is challenging when you are going through some commissioned artworks, when you have some works which have come to you as an order, and you have a deadline for it, and you also have a deadline for your
Work projects. Yeah.
So it becomes challenging, but then
But that's the life you want to pursue.
yes, your days are with your office work, and your nights are with your art.
So there's no
That's
sleep
up.
in
Yeah.
between.
But he's
And
doing
then-
something that he enjoys all the time.
Yes,
yes.
So it
Absolutely.
is all sometimes challenging, but you enjoy those challenges in a way.
Yeah, I guess. So, Ron, do you have a question for him?
Yeah, what kind of things are you working on right now?
On the design front,
Yeah,
Design, poetry, sculpture,
all of
sure,
it. Yeah.
all of it.
all of it.
We are doing some landscape projects in Bahrain, residential and commercials.
Is there
Good
something
lands.
we'll see very, very soon?
Hopefully soon.
Okay.
And we are doing some projects with regards to paintings, which will be uh, as a commissioned work, which has come my way. So that's on the art front, painting.
So you're
Right.
busy.
Yeah, some of, like I said, I hope I get more busier.
Yeah, of course.
And some of them, with regards to my sculpture, well, as of now, we haven't been doing much in these 2 months, but after September, there are some good opportunities for us to do some good installations.
Excellent.
And poetry, I just had one session yesterday. I write in Hindi and Urdu as languages, so that's ongoing. That's
Right,
something that we keep on doing every month, every 2 weeks, something like that.
So it's very inspiring, right?
Yeah.
And like he's following his passion for art, which is his business. It's all like rolled into one. It's amazing.
Kind of jealous about that, really.
Yes, pretty much. And I hope, I mean, it's great to have that kind of clarity, to be honest. It's not like everybody gets that, you know.
Thank you.
So, how has Bahrain supported your passion for painting?
A lot. Bahrain has really helped me a lot in evolving myself as an artist. I mean, I remember since the time I came, 2009, and when I look back and I see and analyze my palette of colors, I analyze my discipline in my abstraction. It has moved.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether I should say it has developed, but it has moved. That's for sure. And that has there is so much of a detailing which I see back in time and now, you know. So and in terms of opportunities, in terms of Bahrain has been very receiving. I have felt for artists like me, and various places where I have been showing my art, live art demonstrations, be it certain commercial buildings here in Bahrain.
Mm-hmm.
And then gradually I meet someone like Anita, who always has a helping hand for all good
she's a
artists.
very helpful woman.
Always.
Yes.
And the efforts that she and her team has taken for my show, even now,
Yeah.
that is remarkable.
Very
So
well worth knowing Anita.
yeah,
Well versed indeed. So, in terms of, you talked about your projects. What's the name of the company?
my company is called Concept House.
Okay, Concept House.
Yeah.
And how can, if somebody wants to give you a commission, how can they reach you? What are the ways to reach you?
Since we are a very young company and last 2 years we've been here, so we are in the process of course, through various communication measures, social media, but we are also in the process of our website, which is soon to be
Launched. And as an artist, how can someone reach you?
Also with my social media.
Which is what? Yeah.
My Instagram,
Yes.
which is in my name, Sudeep Deshpande.
Okay.
And the same with my other social media, Facebooks and things as such. And there's another website which is coming up specifically for my art, which we designed it, but we are still not happy. So we're just trying to sort of play around it. We're playing around it at the moment.
Okay.
With some good documentation which was needed. So we'll be adding good pictorial documentation.
Okay. Is there any project that you're doing outside Bahrain? Are you scaling up like that?
In India, yes, we are coming up with an exhibition soon for a hotel in Pune and Mumbai. So that can be one of the projects where we can go into you can say commissioned artworks of bulk commission artworks.
Okay.
Where we can talk about more than 50 to 60 paintings for a project.
Wow, that's
So
a huge number.
that is something we.
And what about your architectural and interior designing stuff? Is that going outside the country?
I have been doing some projects in Madurai, a couple of projects in Madurai. One project in Kerala, uh, which involves interior and landscape design.
Okay.
Yeah. Very recently finished one of my projects in Mumbai, an interior project, residential.
So other than Bahrain, do you do it in any other GCC countries?
Well, not yet, but looking forward to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, I have a question. What does Sudeep do when he's not doing
Painting.
art?
Uh,
Ah,
I listen to music. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah. De-stresses anybody.
Yes.
okay.
What do you do, Ron?
Work. Watch
No, you're not working.
Watch television.
Do you watch Netflix?
We have Netflix, but I usually download programs.
Yeah, he's a big history buff.
Really?
So he watches
Yeah.
documentaries.
Yeah. Then we should share some good know-how of the documentaries, because I too am quite fond of it.
Well, I'm into war, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you
then.
go. You
There you
got
go.
something in
Found
common
a
there.
new friend.
Yes. Absolutely.
No, I'm finished. I mean,
Yeah,
I respect somebody whose hobby is
It's his job.
his profession, the way to make money.
Yeah.
Also,
Definitely not easy. No, I know that you're making it sound like it's been super easy, but I'm sure it has not been easy for you. There are challenges that you faced, right?
Yeah. In a way.
Yeah.
Like
Excellent.
challenges, as in going to the fabrication units in the June and the Julys and the Augusts of
The
Bahrain,
workshops?
of the workshops, where you have some commission deadlines to finish up with your metal fabrication sculptures, and then you have to deal with the heat, and then you have to play with your thing.
oh, you do metal fabrication as
Yes,
well.
yes. A lot of scrap metal art. Is
Are you
what
a
I
good
do.
welder?
Sorry.
Do
Are
you
a
weld
good
it yourself?
welder?
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I also weld with my team, and
Okay.
many times you fall short of words as to how to do certain things. Then you don't have the patience to really convey, so you just should know how to do it yourself. So that has
Yeah.
been a part of.
Okay. And with that, we come to the end of season 4.
Yes.
Let's see.
So, you want to close the
No,
podcast?
no, that's usually your
Okay.
job, that isn't it?
So, I
Thank
must
you, of
thank,
course.
Yeah,
Thank you
must
so
thank
much.
Sudeep for coming
Thank you
in,
so
taking the time out to talk about his life and talk about how his passion is also his profession. And this is our 42nd episode and the last episode of season 4. We'll be starting our season 5 very soon in September, and we're taking a short break in July and August, as per usual.
As per usual.
Yes, and with this, I would like to thank our sponsors, EasyPay, who've been so kind and been supportive of us in this entire season. And you can find us and our episodes aired on YouTube on MH Consultants, and on Instagram you can reach us on MH Consultants_Bahrain. Thank you so much for watching, because without your support we wouldn't be going on and on with different seasons and different guests. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sudeep.
you, Sudeep.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.